we are here, and it's the finals. I hope y'all are hyped.
And here we go.
Do you think he'll leave it on the board?
Handshake. Yes.
And he
let me,
presses the
hit the
clock.
button.
I love that.
Like a big boss.
He left it on the board.
And
All right, guys.
wait, something's off. Oh, there. Wait, huh?
Is
This
that-
is
not
the
the
different board.
Oh, that's a different board.
so-
That's, okay. Wait, that's not right. Okay, there
Right.
we go.
So we
there
have
we go.
Rosalimo on the board.
Rosalimo.
On the icons board, Levon Oronian takes white pieces against MVL in the first round. And this is quite sharp opening, very sharp start of a day. The other matchups are looking also very nice and quite sharp.
Board 6, of course, is the one that attracts everyone's attention the most, I suppose, because that position looks like it came from some kind of a Fisher random position. But it is still all very well-known theory, perhaps somewhat disappointingly to some of our viewers, because it dampens the excitement somewhat. But it's still a very crazy position, and if at some point one of the players comes with a new idea, so far they're blitzing. I think both of them are on about 17 minutes from 15 starting. This could get very, very interesting, and obviously the position is extremely sharp.
Is so dangerous when you're playing here with extra piece, but with very weak king. You might be just a bit stressed. And oh, look at this one. White just decided to give up 2 rooks for the queen.
They are playing so
Jonas
fast.
clearly still knows what's going on. There's no way you can make all of these moves, barely dipping below 15 minutes without still having a pretty decent clue about what you want to achieve here.
So
Guys,
perhaps this is the end of his preparation.
This is
Yep.
the cup they're playing for.
Ooh.
And we have such a slow close-up to the cup.
Wow, look at that.
Beautiful.
Looks like a half of a PlayStation 5 there. That's fire, boy. I'll take that all day. You know what? Let me go.
So
This has been a supposedly quiet Italian. It's even called the gioco piano, standing for the quiet Italian. But that's not really very quiet. And
F6
this
was
line became, I think, recently, as they say, widely famous in very narrow circles, when Laurent Fressinet, I think, won a game in this line against Magnus Carlsen in one of the recent online tournaments. And whenever Magnus loses a game, and in particular whenever Magnus loses a game against one of his former seconds, this causes a little bit of a stir. So, but Yuengi decided to deviate and perhaps even improve on Magnus's play here. I'm pretty sure Magnus played knight f1 in that position instead of d3, d4. But d3, d4 is a very interesting, very ambitious try, just giving up that pawn for initiative and tempi. Knight
we
f1
see-
played. Now Yuengi provokes the move f7, f6. Took a very difficult decision to part with at least one pawn to solve some of her problems on the king side. But then Sarah can just very, I think, happily take that pawn in the center with the rook. Or the queen, I don't know which one is stronger. Both look very, very good to me. And I don't really see much in the way of compensation for that extra pawn in the center. Yeah,
She's
she goes
taking
with the rook capture.
by the rook, and now her idea is to push G pawn forward and attack the knight, and what's more important, to just kick this knight from this square, so then black's king will be open and white can give some checks.
Ooh, and if you move the rook, there's a little check over there.
A little checky check.
Little checky check.
Little check.
That's right.
Be
All right.
careful.
Do you think we'll
Black-
see G5 instead of capturing back?
That's
G5
actually a
is
very
nice.
good idea.
Definitely possible, but I think you can actually just take and not worry about anything. For instance,
Yeah, I
G5,
don't think we need to be
just
too
takes.
fancy. Yeah, just taking on d5 and going from there is
And
completely
here-
fine. Yeah.
Our king is
Oh.
way too exposed there in that
Killing our
position.
dreams.
So pawn takes, king steps aside, and the question is how black gonna react after g5.
G5 seems very strong, but I will also say that if we just develop, let's say, our final piece that is not really playing much role in the game, and if we put it on the c1 square in particular, taking full control of the one open file on the board, it's just very difficult to see where black counterplay is supposed to come from. Just looks like a bad position for Harika here.
And here we have a question in our poll. We asked to our viewers who will emerge victorious in this epic showdown on the icon board, and we guys can see that
Wow.
most of the people voted for Maxim Vashilegrov.
Man, that's whopping too as well.
Wow.
It's not even close. 66-33. They're like MVL's gonna wash him, wash him. Here's what they're saying, but it looks like right now it may be the other way around.
I think it's time to conduct a new poll.
Refresh it.
I think if we give Levon 3 names, maybe the poll results.
Ah,
I think
might
it's just the attraction of the.
Some kind of algorithm.
And we see the engine avoiding the move C4, C5 with a question mark. But I really like this decision because now it's incredibly difficult for Black to find any work for his pieces, while White can find all kinds of ways to improve and start, perhaps even attacking directly against the Black King. I think it's a very kind of logical human decision, and I was also looking at that while Lev was thinking about his choices. But perhaps there was something that was even harsher towards MVL's position. And there we have it on our screens, the position in Wei's game. An absolutely Martian landscape, which is extremely difficult to even describe. White is a pawn down. That probably should not matter. That game started as a semi-slav, which is supposedly a quiet opening, and then became anything but very, very soon. With White playing this very, very aggressive line, which I think is called the Shabalov variation. Or perhaps Shirov Shabalov variation. Yeah, I think they too made, I think, the biggest advances in theory here. And the position is incredibly sharp. At some point, the engines were giving White a significant advantage, but not anymore somehow. Somehow this position is supposedly around equal.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Equal what?
Wow.
But yeah, using the word equal to describe this position feels extremely weird. Now will be a very exciting moment because a trade on d3 happened, and the back rook, which wasn't really in the game, is now attacking the white queen.
I just want to point it out, guys. If we just go a little bit back, all these moves are the best moves. We can see King f7, the best move here. Then we follow with King to e1, I think also its only move. It's also the best one. And then after knight d3, then bishop takes here, pawn takes. We have all these only moves and the best moves they are playing.
Still theory.
Still theory, right?
Is it still theory?
It's
or
not.
is
No,
it
You
it's
don't-
definitely not.
I think
You don't
they're
know
this?
not
It's-
really
it's the
following their
Svidler
analysis anymore.
variation.
And this is why I wanted to continue analyzing, because you
Oh.
can get the bishop in front of the rook, not lose the queen that way, but then the other rook connects your queen. But we are going to be able to win the pawn on c7 here.
Guys, we have some updates on the board 3, and we have here
Whoa.
the situation where Vidit is really struggling on the board. Let's
Oh.
bring the third
Yeah.
board.
I think
please.
I think a handshake is already happened
Oh, we
actually.
saw it.
And yeah, Wei continues where he left
Wow.
off by crushing everything in his path and winning this game against Vidit.
We can see sister of Vidit, very sad, very nervous on our camera. Look at her. This is such a hard moment. She came here to support her brother. She did a great job yesterday. This team won. Vidit was very happy. This is not the end yet. And meanwhile,
Comfortably-
it's just
comfortably
As you
winning.
said that.
Sindaro
Sindaro.
gets his team 4
On
points
board
with
6.
4 points, and at this moment, upGrad Mumba Master just takes over Trevany with only 1 point ahead.
Yeah, Treveni needs to win somewhere, but they have some very good positions.
All right, another game has been done. Board 2 has ended in a draw, and now we
know.
have final 2 in progress. This game
Yeah,
is
we've
the
actually
most
run out of checks.
crucial.
King h3 stops all the checks. So,
Oh, and that's it.
yeah, and then the queen will be able to rejoin the defense. And
You
with the
have
queen,
no more checks.
With the queen joining in, you never have a perpetual here.
Look at them.
We're gonna see a resignation.
Pretty soon, yeah. And with Sarah pushing in an unlosable endgame, this clinches the first match for the Triveni Continental Kings. They will win by a score of
And
at least
handshake.
8.
Oh,
look
the
at
fist bump and
that.
excitement.
Levon showing
Wow.
so much emotions.
We're like, yo, we got
Look
it. First
at
win. We
this.
just
That
need one more. Now
smile,
we got to
very
draw.
nice.
Please
Happy.
draw.
Oh, look at
Wow.
this
Oh.
one. This is the emotions. you see from the teams who wins a very important game.
Whoa.
You guys, this is the final of Global Chess League. Sarah is still playing, I suppose.
Yeah, and with an extra pawn, we can see some awesome technique. I mean, the engine says it's completely drawn, but of course, I think black definitely needs to prove here that it is in
Right.
fact a draw.
Okay, the easiest way here to draw is to get your rook on the 6th rank.
What do we call
Always
this?
get your rook on the 6th rank.
What is this called, Katy?
This is... I don't know the name.
It's either the
Come on, why you
either
ask me?
Okay,
What's
it's-
the name?
the Philidor or the
Philidor.
There we
Lucino,
go,
right?
the Philidor
Philidor,
position.
yeah.
Yes.
He knows the names,
Nice.
and he's like,
Okay.
"Oh,
That's
no, I don't know."
correct.
We're just
the
giving
Philidor
Okay.
position.
Okay,
Can
hold
you
on.
explain this to us?
Yeah, I will. But for the
look at
moment,
that.
we need to see this.
Look
In the
at that.
players' lounge, Levon just entered, and he is greeted by everyone.
Oh.
Ah,
Look
let's
at this happy
go.
team.
Let's go. Ah.
This rook is a draw.
You actually can. You can just
Yeah,
take
take
it.
this rook and
100%.
then play king f7. You
Yep.
just need very, very small
Okay.
technique in
And
there.
it's capture.
the
Sarah
capture
knows
happened.
that it's a win already for her team, so that's why she
got a
decided
buzzer.
to end the game. Here we have a handshake, and we have the winner of the first match, and this is Trevany.
Continental Kings! Wow. Came
That's
back from the
convincing.
dashes
Good
and the dip.
games.
Nobody
good
thought.
games. Look at the
at 'em.
spectators
I
wearing
think
the t-shirts.
a tough one here is that only match points count. Game points don't count at all. So if the match is tied, they don't look at game points. They go immediately into the blitz portion.
In must-win situation, guys. No draw gonna help them. They have to win. And this is the last chance to win the trophy, the first Global Chess League trophy.